YouTube act silly. So are we going to get third? Let's see if we get the third one. Okay, finally. The third platform, the most important one, which is YouTube. So I'm going to ask it, are we live? I said, are we live? Looks like we are finally on all three platforms. VigilanteWilliamson here on another episode. Wait. This is actually the first episode of Synthwave Sunday Morning, which is a makeup show for when I sleep too much on Saturday nights. I slept through Saturday night. I was asleep, then get up, then sleep, then get up. Said maybe I'll do a late show, but it just got too late. And then finally, I ended up going to the gym, which is positive. I got 30 minutes on the elliptical. Hey, low spec Linux laptop. Appreciate you being here. And then I said, I'm going to do Synthwave Sunday Morning. Howdy, Tom Jensen. Appreciate you being here. So we're going to start doing this. If I miss a Saturday and I can do it, we'll do Synthwave Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, depending on when I'm able to do it. So I can make I don't have any videos on this, and that's a problem. I don't have any videos on this channel, so this really is just a live stream. I should probably put clips up of stuff that we do. I should probably, I got tutorials I could even do, other topics related to music and music equipment, and that I could talk about. And so there's a lot of stuff I could be doing with this channel, but I haven't been. So that's on me. That's on me. I'm trying to get better at time management. Trying to figure out, okay, how do I keep keep all three channels going, if that is what I'm going to do. I'm still undecided on the sports channel because of just the way sports is. Then on top of it, I got to get my health right as far as working out. And then on top of it, practice and doing music independently, because I can't just do, the only music I do is not just going to be on this channel. I got to do music, when I'm chilling and whatnot. So I got to practice music so I can get better. I can become a better keyboardist and a better guitarist and just, producer all in general. And then I have to, do music, make beats, songwrite. So how do you balance all that time, especially, I'm working a full-time job. So it's good problem to have, I guess, as far as having hobbies, having things to do instead of just, not having, because Jesus, for the longest I had all these fucking quote-unquote black pill doomer types in my algo for some reason on YouTube, and I'm like, man, I am very grateful to just have a hobby. I'm very grateful to just have something to do and something that, it's very easy in this day and age for your self-esteem to fall. And Lord knows that is definitely something that a lot of the powers that be want, is your self-esteem to fall. And if the more you look outside of yourself, especially into this demonic world that we're living in, the more you're going to find depression, the more you're going to find things that are not going to make you feel good about yourself. But having hobbies, having, in my case, music and streaming, games, having things that, I don't want to use the term distract you, but that you can focus on outside of all the craziness that in the world is very important, or the craziness of your life. Unfortunately, certain things that maybe we grew up thinking would be basic and natural, home ownership, employment, even relationships, those things we're seeing becoming more rare and more fleeting. And I'm blessed to have at least a job and a roof over my head and food in my belly. Maybe too much food in my belly, but still. So, and I'm blessed to have you guys. Blessed to have you guys. Don't expect the same turnout that we would get on Saturday night, because it's not Saturday night. So everybody's not up. Everybody didn't know. No one knew that I was going to do this except me. So I'm not expecting quite the same turnout. But we're still going to do the same format. We're going to play a little music. And I'm going to try to make music. And that's kind of the format we run on this channel. And I appreciate anybody watching this live or on the playback. So without further ado, let's get into some time count. I usually start off playing music so I can kind of settle in. Had an issue with some of my instruments that seemed to be corrected. I don't know if it was just cabling issue because I did plug stuff up and maybe stuff got unplugged. But whatever the case, it looks like everything's working, so that's a good thing. So let's start off. A shout out to the Prince thumbnail, but let's start out with Time Cop, Tears in the Rain. And I will be back shortly. Thank you for watching Synthwave Sunday Morning. It's Time Cop 1983 with Tears in the Rain. Didn't that really have Prince vibes, even though it had Prince in the thumbnail, but that doesn't matter. Still pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. What did Tom Jensen say? Said, nice groove for a Sunday morning. Howdy, Zombie Man. Appreciate you being here. You want to toss some of your own music out if you have some. Appreciate. Oh, you've been sick. I hope you feel better, man. Hope you feel better. Well, we're going to get into this Miami Nights 1984 gunship collaboration called Only When It's Dark. Hopefully we don't get Gunship has been a little gun shy with letting us play their music. Yeah, hope you feel better, Zombie Man. We'll get, it seems like a more chilled out track. We'll play a synthwave track and we'll be back.
you hit the floor and the head starts rolling. Only when it's dark do you come alive.
Right, only when it's dark. Gunship in Miami Nights. Not sure about the visuals. Not, just looking at some dude's face. But randomly smiling. I don't know about the visuals. But I like the song. Pretty good song. And Zombie Man has blessed us with a track. We'll play that. It's called Betrayal. Apparently he's recording the lyrics to it today. I just noticed in the ways a lot of quiet parts, louder parts, quiet parts, louder parts. So we'll see how this actually comes out. Your music is pretty good though. And Tom says he hopes you feel better as well. And we're all pulling for you to feel better. And you also need some synthwave bacon and eggs. That's what's up. So all right, let's see what. Oh wait, am I muted? I'm not. Thank God. I constantly am worried if I'm muted or not. But I'm not. So let's see what Zombie Man has with Betrayal. This is just the instrumental. We'll record to it. Who knows if you have it recorded by later on? We'll play it play the full version on Sunday Night Games. So let's see what Zombie Man has with Betrayal. Oops. Can I turn this up? Okay. All right, Zombie Man with Betrayal. Pretty dope song. For some reason, the quiet parts I just can't hear. I mean, I can kind of hear. Pretty dope beat. I wonder what you're going to say on it. I'm sure it's about betrayal. But, I mean, it's one of those beats that it's a lot of space for the lyrics. A lot of space for the lyrics to be heard and for the vocals to be heard. Ooh, 6 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get through this whole thing. This Carpenter Brute song playing. But I like it, man. Your music is good. I see bum 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 in our chat. I wish I had more people watching and listening, so people not just listen to my music, but could listen to your music, because more people need to hear your music. You need to throw some OTT on the melodies. I'm a boomer. What does OTT mean? or is that over the melodies? Because YouTube blinded me from seeing things. So let's see your channel live. All right, yeah, OTT on the melodies. I had to write. All right, let's listen to Carpenter Brute. This is again, hopefully I'm not muted, which I'm not. Carpenter Brute with Invasion AD. We play a lot of Carpenter Brute on this channel. It's a multi and compressors for Ableton Live. Ableton is what you use for everything. Do you mix in everything in Ableton? Multi-band compressor. Okay. Multi-band, it could be a multi-band EQ and compressor, or a multi-band compressor, or both. In any event, I've used Ableton once and I couldn't get with it, but I mean, if I had more time, maybe I would. You see all the crap I go through with Reaper, and it's maybe intentional silence. I feel like there's a little noise. But in the chat, apparently you say Zombie Man said he doesn't use Ableton for everything. He uses FL Studio. I know you and your Pop also talk about that Audio Lab as well. And you just have a plug-in. Okay. And then is it Audio Lab or Band Lab? Band Lab is what you're putting these tracks on. This is a beat that Zombie Man selling. Not sure what the pricing's like. But his beats is selling. Let's listen to Project Kinsey, and then we'll finally actually make some music of our own. Mackenzie by Zombie Man. I fucks with it heavy. It has kind of fits the, we're doing synthwave. It has more like a cyberpunk sort of feel, but then it has this like almost ethereal lo-fi choir on top. Really smooth beat, man. Really smooth beat. I like it, man. I like it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to top it to where it is. That was pretty good, man. Again, don't know what the pricing is. That's why you sent it. I see. Okay, yeah. Look at you marketing. Yeah, it definitely fits the aesthetic of the stream. It's just, yeah, I love it, man. It's a very cool. It's the type of shit that I've listened to and shit. It almost puts me in mind of, even though I talked about how fucked up the main guy was out of that group, Crystal Castles. But just like a little bit more modern and cyberpunky version of what they were doing. I really like that, man. That was pretty good. All right. Unfortunately, here's the hard part. I gotta actually make something. And honestly, I don't know if it's good to play music before I make music or not. Because I feel like intimidated. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna come up with anything as good as that. So like, what the fuck am I doing? But it is what it is. Often these streams, as stressful as they can be, are like, they kind of help trigger the creative part of my brain. It kind of stresses it so I can actually, be more creative and be more free. Because I feel like rigid, there's certain rules to synthwave, and I usually fuck them up anyway. But I don't know. So let's I don't know what to start with. Bringing out this Poly 6 bass line has kind of been the go-to bass line. I've used a couple others. I used something out of Diva, a different plug-in. And then every now and again, I've tried. I have a bunch of mono synths. I don't really use them too much for these streams because, I kind of play around with them. I guess the base station has presets, but using preset stuff is just a lot smoother for these streams. So I guess it's time for me to mess around. This is the scariest part of every stream where it's like, all right, you have to make something. And that's why it's so easy to start messing with this bass line and just like, okay, just come up with a bass line and go from there. One thing I can do before we even do that, and this is one of the cool things about Reaper, new tab. I can't play what I came up with last week. Might as well do that. I try to do that sometimes. Come and play what we did last week. We actually did more to this track. I'm calling Stranger Wings because there was definitely Stranger Things. I don't know if influence, but similarity. We wanted to use some arpeggios, so we kind of got close to that vibe. But Sentient Dildo, who's not here yet, or maybe not here at all, he said don't use drums. There's a version with drums, but I kind of like this one without drums. He was correct. I'm not sure what to do with this. I don't know if it's going to be a song, just soundtrack stuff. I'll give myself a let it play out. last week. That's what we came up with last week. Should start doing that. So there's like, hey, there's stakes in doing these streams. Oh, this is what we did last week. This is what I did during the week. I really wish I had more tracks. But because we didn't get too far in this one, if we don't come up with anything, it's literally called Synthwave Boilerplate. That's all it is. This is about a minute, so I'm not going to mute myself. But if we don't come up with anything, we can just use this. I misspelled boilerplate, but that's what it's supposed to be. It says boilerplate or bowler, whatever the case. So we got something to work on in case I fuck this up live. Cool. Time is listening with him and his dogs. Actually, said something else. Shout out to YouTube with that fucking heart. And again, shout out to you guys, whoever's watching this live or on the playback. If anyone, I don't know if anyone watches these playbacks, but thank you all for being here, man. Thank you all for being here. Again, I should have been last night, but it wasn't, so I get that. On the couch, with Mama Jensen. Shout out to Mama Jensen. Shout out to Mama Jensen. Appreciate you being here, if you're in here, and hope you're doing well. And shout out to the dogs. Shout out to the dog. My dog is laying down. Every now and again, he'll come up and harass me during the song. All right, no more bullshit. Let's I can start with the bass line. I said I usually start with the bass line, but this is probably my favorite sound generating device. Matrix 1000, something I bought when I was younger. Has a lot of cool synthy sounds in it. So I'm playing around with it. More sounds. This is going to be the tough part. Like I said, I may just go back to the bass line because it's always an easy starting point. But then again, sometimes I feel like trapped into that starting point. I'm going to use this sound even though it sounds cool. I wish I would had enough sense to use the sound for something cool. It kind of fades up and down. I don't know if I can control the rate of the kind of tremolo effect either. So it's not really something that works for synthwave per se. But if I knew what I was doing, I just heard a USB sound. So hopefully everything's good. You just keep messing around. We keep messing around with sounds. I don't know if this is everybody's process of just messing around with sounds, picking different sounds, and hitting the keyboard and see what happens. I wish I was this is why I've been practicing guitar, but I want to get better with keyboard because that would help production so much more. I will get to it. Oh, Jesus. Is this working? Oh, shit. What happened? Oh. Okay, something's not working. It must be the keyboard, so I gotta get out of this and come back. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully it'll work when I come back. I don't think this is quite a Reaper thing. I think I heard a USB noise, and that stopped working. So I think I might have accidentally messed with the USB for the keyboard. But let's just make sure. Okay. And there's our bass synth that we usually use. Sheesh. This is why it's a good synth. And it's just, you can start off with that. Literally just pick 4 notes and then MIDI it. Hold on. Just make sure it's long enough that there's nothing needed. Hopefully it didn't draw. I don't think it drew anything. Nope. Still want to slow this down a little. I'll worry about that later, I guess. loop it and slow this down. I start with the bass line. All right. Get something immediately usable. Instead of just playing chords, I kind of just play like a string, dark string melody over it. Let's go to App Vigilante. Hopefully, I'm about to actually get away from the mic so I can play the keyboard. I'm actually just playing it. I'm not going to actually record it yet, but I'm just going to play some melodies over it. Let's see how that sounds. Let me turn it off real quick. That sounds like the melody I kind of want to release the one I had in my head. Let me turn this keyboard up a little bit though. Sounds a bit low, especially compared to the bass. But yeah, I think that's the melody I'm gonna run with. So now I'm gonna try to track it. I may fuck up a couple times. Let me actually, to give myself some space as well, create a few instances of the bass line. So that way I got something to play over. And I mean, I'm gonna quantize it, but still, fuck it. Why not give myself a little more? I guess I'm prearranging, but whatever. And I'm gonna. This audio is here just for you to hear it. It'll eventually get deleted, but it you won't hear it otherwise. Just a function to plug in. All right. Here I'm about to track that melody. Turn up a little bit more. Hopefully it's not too loud now. We'll see. We'll see. Can always change the volume. All right, here I am. absolutely something weird with the MIDI and the intensity. So let's do this. Quantize that. And we're actually going to want to turn everything all the way up. And then going to move it down. But just so everything can be at the same intensity so we don't have that weirdness happening. Try to edit the mistakes myself. He's writing make sure it doesn't go over. Yeah, it does a little. Alright. That works for a song. What? This is too long. I still feel like this is too low as far as the volume. So I'm about to turn it up further. Now this is as loud as my mic now. Okay. Guess I'll just track that. Okay. Let me try another. See if I can come up with another element. So track template. Okay. I don't need everything on. Looking for something more keyboardy. It's not quite. Just messing with sounds. That's not working. Not everything works. God, bought these presets. Not everyone works, and it just doesn't work. Sounds kind of suck. I can make. Oh, that didn't sound that bad. You can turn that glide down. And spell. So it still has some of it. Turn it all the way down. That's cool. That's cool. Let me see. main string sound. It's not. It just seems weak. I wish I have pedals, so I could run it through a pedal, and that'd be something to do on the string. I mean, obviously you guys don't see me. One day maybe I'll have a camera in the studio so you can see me move around and stuff, but. That's it. I messed it up that time, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm going to record it. Close enough that I can MIDI it. Uh-oh. Too many things going on at once. So let's delete these things. Get apparently I was recording over the strings. Oh no, I never tracked it. That's right. Oh man, maybe I should have kept it. I thought I was recording over it. Okay, whatever. Let's see this. This one. Oh boy, what the hell's happening here? Sorry, different settings. Sorry for the silence outside of music. I see the chat is not quite that active. So let's move this up. So what do we have? First 16 bars, hot 16. Sure this note is, I think that's the right one. There's this way. Yeah, that's right. go up there. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. Maybe because it's coming in at that one, that's what's making it weird. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. That change should take, that's what I'm trying to say. There we go. That was a MIDI fuck up. Okay. Okay. You know what? Just for my own sanity and arrangement, let me just do this. This is stupid. Let's just have the fucking note. Play first. So that way when it loops, everything will work. Just makes it simpler. So, again, unarranged. Almost everything we do here is unarranged and unmixed. The only way we do it, only way we know how. Drop out that sound arrangement wise, but hey, for tracking purposes, we'll keep it. So, got 16 bars of stuff happening. Maybe add another layer and then some drums and see where we are. Shout out to anyone who's still watching. Been pretty silent and just kind of focusing on the music because the turnout's not, it's a little less than what we usually get. Because it's a different time, obviously, and only appreciate getting any turnout, I don't take for granted. It's only a few people here, but I don't take for granted if you guys being here. Hey, it's more likes than people here, so that's pretty cool. But I apologize for being, I'm so used to talking. I feel like I'm supposed to be talking more. So thank you for being patient with me. Just kind of focusing on the music. Hopefully something cool comes up from what we're doing. And trying to think, do I try to add another element? I'm not sure what element. Could try some chord progression. It's kind of a D minor. I believe that's the key we're in. Yeah, definitely D minor. Major is F major. Okay, we're in F major. We're in D minor. The relative major of that is F major. Anthony said, "Thank you for streaming and sharing your music." Oh, thank you. I just thank you for, like I said, just paying attention. Hopefully it's not boring. Hopefully it's chill. I guess that's why I worry about being boring. I hope it's just at least an interesting stream. You know what I mean? And like I said, usually we talk a little bit more, but I haven't really been talking, just focusing. I'm trying to come up with different ways of doing things as far as this music goes. Like, I don't, even the album, I don't know if everything's gonna end up being synthwave. I kind of feel like it's not, and I don't even know if what I do fits this synthwave definition that hard. I'm gonna try to mess with another layer. Don't have one up. Oh, good old Matrix 1000. I'll mess with another layer. If I come up with a cool sound, I actually might just use this chord gun and try to mess with the chord progression. That's what I'm thinking of, and then try to add drums, and then we'll get to some other music. Because I haven't played that much. Well, I played music earlier, but now that we're kind of in the mix of what we got, I think even though I haven't added the drums are kind of like, okay, I think that's gonna have more impact in the song. That's a little chord progression in D minor real quick. Let's play around. Let's see what we get. Probably going to switch this sound, but I kind of like this chord progression. Yeah, I'm rock with it. Well, let me just play it in and mess with the sound later. How about that? How about that? You can't even hear the sound. Now you can. Or now you will be able to. Let's get this going. Let's just record it in the MIDI. Took this off just in case. Yeah, let me give myself a count in. Count in before playback. Count in before recording. I just need it before recording. Oh, damn it. So what we're going to do, we're going to just clean up the MIDI a little bit, and then we're going to mess around with sounds and see when we come up with a sound that I like. That might be all we need to do. Let's see. Make sure everything's just starting. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's loop this. And then, loop this little chord progression we got. And mess around with the sound. for that chord progression. Because again, I don't really like that sound, but I'm like, I can live with this. So track that, and you should be able to hear. Hold on, let's make sure you're able to hear. Okay, well, it gave me time to change. All right, let's play this. This sound. But again, the Alpha Juno still sounds a bit thin compared to thin. I mean, it's a thinner synth. We're going to end up tracking this audio. I'm going to see if I can get some more volume out of the Alpha Juno, which is this main little sound right here. It just sounds underwhelming with everything else. But you don't want to track everything too hot. I mean, obviously you turn other things down, and Lord knows I'm not about to win Mixer of the Year. So the mixes usually come out pretty clunky anyway. But it just still sounds a little weak compared to everything else. So I'm going to actually play around with it, play it, and then I'm going to record. Because even though there has been an update to Reaper, and I still haven't done the research because, you know, I am lazy. But the MIDI's recorded, and you guys are hearing the audio, but the audio isn't recorded. So we got to get that going. For a lot of these tracks. Now the VSTs, which in this case we only have one, it is recorded already. But we'll change that because I actually want to kick in the drums. That'll be another VST. So I'm just going to play and then mess with the one sound and go from there. Take off this loop thing. Even though we're going to end up editing everything Especially because these synths have their own, like, the analog synths have their own energy. I like having multiple instances, even if I just use a loop. Oops. Multiple, or as much of it as I can. So this is 8 sequences. Each sequence is what, 8 bars. So I mean, it's most of the song, but just recording through, and then that way I can just chop up the part. So each part, even though it's the same part, it has its own. It just can have its own feel, even if it's very, very subtle and no one even notices it, including me. Still, to me, I don't know. It could mean nothing. It could just be some shit in my head. But that's the quote unquote advantage of analog synths, is that they are imperfect. All right, let's hit record. No looping, and I'll probably I'm gonna shut up, but you might hear me smoke. So it can have a little bit more life to it. At least that's the plan. So it's mute all the MIDI, so it's not double playing for either of us. And then I'm just gonna add drums, and then we'll arrange. So let's go back to here. I kind of already have an idea for what the drums. Just keep them, keep it simple, stupid. Where's the drum tracks? Templates. But I am going to have both of my little drum programs around. Because we're going to use the basic from the V Prime. Kind of something like a basic kick snare sort of thing. And then the toms that I like from the Simmons thing. So actually, let me switch to the presets for each that I use the most. This one's Miami Heat. Shout out to the Miami Heat. I think they just beat us. Beat the Pistons. Poor Pistons. And then I think this is, speaking of cities, things like Minneapolis something. Minneapolis 3, I believe is the good one. More Princey. Shout out to Prince, my favorite artist. One of the reasons that kind of inspired me, even though my music doesn't sound as much like his as I would love it to. Kind of like, you know what? Let me go with this '80s thing. 'Cause I like the '80s, even though Prince was also good in the '90s, even the 2000s, honestly. But you know, he's known for the '80s stuff. So we'll add drums. I got an idea for another layer too outside the drums. We'll mess with that stuff, and then we'll go back to playing music, because you know, playing music is as much a part of these streams as anything. Even though these streams are supposed to be me making music, they definitely on the stuff that we play. Since Dildo's not here to kind of give us all the weird stuff that he can toss out, but it's still cool. Far we in. And by the way, I didn't realize it was daylight savings time. So shout out to losing that hour of sleep for everybody, because that definitely sucks. But it is what it is. So it's just the way it is. That's how it is. So what do you do? Let me see. I'm actually trying to set up this. This is a FL Studio like sequencer. This actually just makes me want to use FL Studio because it's so weak. So trash. Comparatively, and it's so obnoxious. But it does help simplify drum patterns and getting drums just done. Oh, tired. I don't know what that was. Add channel. That's what I'm trying to do. But it is so inferior to FL Studio. It's like wildly inferior. Let me see. Is that simple? Okay, yeah, we'll probably walk with that. Some probably gonna add the iconic clap. And then I want to have a time fill. So let's add those times. So you got L. And then we can adjust the sound of that. And then, I mean, there's more that can be done, like reverb and stuff like that. And one thing I meant to do is watch a tutorial on how to stem these out. And the reason that was kind of relevant last week, and it kind of messed up our drums that we had. There's different. Each drum sound I kind of want to have its own amount of echo and or reverb, depending on what you refer to it as. And because these are in like, there's only one, and this is probably too much for people who don't understand music, but for people who do, they do. So because everything, when I do these drums in these VSTs, they're on one track instead of the kick being on one track and the snare being on another track and the tom being on another. Everything's on one, so all the drums are on one. Now I want to just have it simple so they can be, like I said, stemmed out. So, and there's a way of freezing the track so that happens, and that would also free up just the CPU so they don't have to, because the gift and the curse of using a VST is everything runs off your CPU. So even these drum sounds, especially with these drum VSTs, I got them specifically because they try to add in like imperfections and things instead of just being a sample player, which I mean they kind of are, but they try to emulate the original equipment to some extent, and so that creates this like it's more work for my computer to be doing. So it's more incentive to freeze everything, honestly. So eventually I'm going to have to freeze these tracks. And by freeze, again, that just means create a stem of each thing. But I forgot to look at the tutorials that would make that easier to be done. And I may even just check one out live. Shout out to Kenny from Reaper. I know it's a simple way of doing it, because a lot of things in Reaper actually are simple once you know how to do them. So, really, see, this is another weakness of this fucking sour extension. I only want the time to be at the end of every 8 bars, but for now, whatever time pattern I come up, it's going to be every 4 bars, and I have to switch it up. Something like that works. That'll work. That will work. Like I said, I don't want it to be every 4. It'll be every 8. It's just there you go. So we got something here. Again, the drums sound a lot better once we get the echo and the stemming situation, like I was talking about. Once we get that, again, sorry if I explained that poorly. I'm sure I did, because I could barely fucking talk. Because I am a little tired. Because even though I slept through Saturday night, I didn't get the most amount of sleep. Especially again with that, that lost hour. And then just, I did get a little energy boost from working out. I felt good about that. It's the first time I went 30 minutes on cardio in a while. So that was cool. I still got to work out more per week. But, hey, I've worked out twice in a 7-day period. That's a plus. I got to just keep it going. So we got something here. We got something. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch the tutorial live on how to get these drums how I want them. I guess I could do that while we play music. We need some more music to play. So yeah, we got something to rock with. So let's switch it up with something a little bit more complete with some other synthwave artists. What the hell? Something popped up. Oh jeez, whatever. I'm trying to think of what to toss out. Ironically, as a prompt in Nato stream, and those always have good music, but I don't want to just play somebody else's stream. So I never heard of this artist. Oh man, there's two. Okay, we got a little something brewing. Hold on. Starting to play. We don't want that quite yet. Matter of fact, let's go to the screen so I can edit things how I want. All right. And again, thank you for bearing with me. I know it's because of the time, people who are usually in the chat are not in the chat, and usually the chat's pretty lively conversation because of the Central Dildo, Richard, Nas, Dempsey. Even though I don't know if Zombie Mate's still here, but usually the chat's a little bit lively. But hey, I appreciate the chill stream. There's still a few people watching. That's a few more people than I deserve, so I'll take it. Do not want to be any complaint. I'm appreciative that anybody watches this. I know sometimes I talk with Bro Jelani, and he's like, when you turn on the stream, people actually watch, and that's better than most people who stream. And it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget. So I don't want to be there. But also, I guess the reason I'm so apologetic is I feel like I don't want to cheat anyone out of their desired experience from these streams. So I don't know. I want you to feel like, oh man, this isn't the normal stream. This is different. This isn't what I want. This isn't what I pay for. You know what I mean? These are free. All right, you see I had, even though Cinch's not here, there's a song called Cinch's. I'm like, we have to play this. Uncensored. Oh. So I'm not sure. There's art. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. So we got 3 different artists, 3 different synthwave artists we're going to try. I've never tried any of this stuff. Sure, yeah, Nas is a vampire. That's true. Nas being a vampire probably will burst into flames this early in the AM. Thanks for the dot so I can actually read it. Because it's stupid as that is YouTube. So I appreciate that. That's true. So let's listen to some music. Let's chill out. I'll smoke and maybe watch a tutorial on how to do everything I need to do with Reaper. And let's actually get you so you can see the visuals, because I think one of these things actually has a whole music video attached to it. This is at 1980 and Shadowrunner, Pieces of Me. pretty fun. I like that. At 1980, I don't know who Shadowrunner is, and I'm not sure who did what. I definitely like the track. Definitely gave that 80s vibe on the vocals. Sometimes the vocals will sound a bit too modern. I mean, it still sounded modern, but it still had that old energy. So even though he's not here, I don't think. He's still not here. So he's probably asleep. Even though it's actually the afternoon, I think, in Croatia. Anyway, Cinch It by Perturbator. Maybe? This playing. Uh-oh. We got a whole little pixel. Okay. All right, I'm going to let it go. Okay, come on, man. The song is cool. I should have known when I saw Uncensored. I don't want to get fucked up. YouTube is crazy. Even though they let this go on their platform, but they say something about me playing. outside of digital nudity that I hope I doesn't get my channel canceled. Shit, we saw Papa Cotton, which I still don't know where he is. Still haven't heard from him. Nudity is what got his channel messed up. So yeah, that's a pretty innovative video, but I'm not sure. I'm glad it was, of course, Sentient. Of course, Sentient Dildo did this to us. No. We'll see what the YouTube censors do long term. Who knows? They could be crazy. But the song was pretty cool. Perturbator with Sentient. So we got another song in the set, and then we'll probably get back. What I'll probably do is mess around with the drums and the echo. 7 minutes. I'm not sure if we're going to get through the whole 7 minutes. But this is the Midnight with Nocturnal. And, this is the album. So I think this is the closing track of that album. The album title track. Title track and closing track, if I remember correctly. In any event, it's the Midnight with Nocturnal. We're going to play this, and then we'll go back to messing with our song. And we'll probably arrange it, mess with the drums, and see where we go from there. After that, it's about 2 hours in. I mean, not sure. I kind of wanted to. Figure if I can get to noon, I'll be doing something good. So we'll see. Here's Midnight with Nocturnal, and then I'll be back. inspired as Tom Jesson picked up on. Just some of the drums, some of the cheese, but yeah, definitely sounds cool. Like I said, I just said I'll be back, but I didn't know this was gonna be so T2 inspired. All right, we are expecting probably towards the tail end ish of this stream. How many elements are here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. We're gonna duplicate this track a few times, and then we're gonna solo out everything, and then we're gonna freeze everything. So I'm also gonna change the colors. Hold on. Random colors. There we go. And actually, let's see something. And you might hear my dog being a dog in the background. I don't know what he's eating or slobbering over. Probably some trash or something. Something he probably shouldn't be. Did I miscount that? 1, 2, 3. No, it's 4. 4 elements. Mute events. Get muted for that. Is it going to do this? Mute. Zeus, please stop. I don't know what do you even got? What are you chewing on? I don't think you have anything. You're just making noises because you just want attention. Oh, poor dog. My poor dog. The weird puppy I have. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. My weird dog. All right, is that going to do it for across the board? It's not. All right, watch out. Dogs couch surf in the morning, wait for people and other dogs, then walk by a bar. Yo, my dog is always barking at other dogs that walk by, or when we do walk, getting barked at and then trying to bark at the dogs that's in the house. I don't know why dogs hate other dogs. Well, you couch surf with them. Okay. Nothing wrong with couch surfing. Shout out to the doggos. We still love y'all even though y'all crazy. So all we're doing, and I'm going to keep the time, even though it's multiple times, we'll just put it all on one track. But all we're doing is just making it easier to add effects to each thing separately. That's the point. So actually, what do we have here? First one's the kick. And shout out to anyone on Kick. I bark at people before coffee says low speculators laptop. I feel you. I think this is. Let's just make sure. Yep, it's there. And then the clap and the rim shot. And then the toms. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Okay. There's the clap. And let's copy the hell out of this. turn them on to audio tracks, which we could always unfreeze and make back into the VST track so we can edit stuff, edit the sound. Another option to edit the sound, right? And then this will be the rim shot. Oops. What the hell? Alrighty. So that, let's also copy and paste this stuff. And then we'll freeze everything. Actually, I'm going to play it first because there's just first off making sure it still sounds the same, and then maybe making any final edits before I freeze it. And I also want to make sure, because of when I copy these tracks, Reaper sometimes acts funky. So yeah, this will give me a chance to get a final edit in. Not final, because can always unfreeze it so I can hear how it sounds, but at least get an edit in. Everything's good. I think everything's good. So let's freeze these tracks. Freeze our drum tracks. So where's the render freeze? It's gonna take a little time because it's essentially making a audio track out of every MIDI track. Again, I can always unfreeze it if I want to edit something, and always add stuff in. But it's not using it's just like, okay, this audio is just here, so it doesn't have to use all the processing power. So it saves us on that as well. It's making it just a little easier to do some mixing. Oh, Tommy said it sounds good. I'll take it. Obviously, the mixing is we haven't really done mixing, but I'm gonna add some verb to this, and hopefully that'll add to the drums standing out. I'll freeze this tomorrow as well. Alrighty, so we got something. Oops. Trying to add a track. Okay. So I had actually a track spacer before a track as well. So this is just going to be our verb. And probably use a Valhalla verb. I'll probably use vintage verb. I think that's the one I kind of go to. Here it is. And oops. Pre-delay. Turn down the decay. Not too much. And then let's actually start add receives, and we're just gonna add all our drums as receives, but we're gonna change the amount to taste. Oops, I forgot to name that rim shot in times. Let's see. And clap is kind of misspelled, but not misspelled, just right on top of the V prime name. Oops. Valhalla, yeah, that's the name of the company. They make really good reverbs and time effects in general. So yes, I'll turn out maybe a little, but still want quite create a little bit more arrangement to this. Let me see. Kind of gave me the idea for the first 8 bars at least. Oops. Okay, I guess I'll do this. Just only having the kick play as far as the drums. Where's the move? Jeez, what the hell? Why is it not working? Delete this. Go away. What is going on? Oh, does it not want to because of the fact that it's a frozen track? Oh, it doesn't work the same. Does this not work the same? That's gonna because I don't. That's whose idea was this? That's stupid. Oh my God, this fucking plug, this fucking DAW. This DAW, it will be the death of me. I swear to God. Oh my God, every fucking week, there's something I learn about the DAW that makes me like, why do I use this? I can't get rid of the tracks. Gonna listen while you make potato salad for dinner? Okay. Cool. Hopefully there's something to listen to. Or is this lock button maybe? That's it. Okay. I was about to jump out of a fucking building. Oh my God. Why default with the lock button? I guess because it's a phone track. Oh, every week there's something about the DAW that just makes me almost say fuck everything and just get rid of Reaper, and then oh well, no, it's not as drastic as you think. Let's unlock all these. The hell. And then this is gonna be this is stupid. Why is this so stupid? Get it all unlocked. Okay. Sheesh. This one, this, and this. Thank God, at least I noticed it, because I just blew a fucking gasket. Oh man, it says pork loin, tater salad, vegetable yet to be determined. All right, cool. Shout out to dinner at the Jensen house. Apparently, they're cooking for the whole chat, which would be doable because it's not the biggest chat. But hey, oh Jesus, what the hell? Oh my God, what is going on with my mouse? Stop doing this. Stop right now. Stop. Okay, we're gonna save. We're gonna exit and come back. Hope that this madness has cured itself. Jeez, and we're probably at the tail end of the stream anyway, but I do want to do some arrangement. Okay, it's not being stupid. Oh boy. So let's go back. Have you ever tried Ardor or LMMS? I feel like I've heard of Ardor, but I'm not sure. I'm probably, if L stands for Linux, then I know I haven't tried it, because I've never really messed with music in Linux. I think this might run in Linux. Morning is crazy. Hey, Retro Richard. Appreciate. Hey, I missed Saturday night, so I had to do Sunday morning. And we're actually at the tail end. I'm just doing the arrangement. We actually got quite a bit done. As far as this song. So I'll wait for these synth chords to come in. I wanted to add a couple other elements, and I might, but let's see. This is what we got so far. definitely is missing another element. Now, whether I'll be able to figure it out by the end of this stream, I don't know. Amazing, great synthwave style. I don't know about that. That'd be funny. Tail end from okay. Both ways. Reaper does have a Linux version. LMMS was just Linux. Was just for Linux 20 years ago. Cross-platform now, I see. You make music with Low Spec? From time to time more often when I was younger. I feel you. I wish I could have that same. I don't know. When I was younger, it's just like I just always made beats, and now it's a lot harder. But then again, I didn't have the same. I think I put more pressure on myself now. It's like, or maybe I don't know. Maybe music is just easier to make when you're younger. On top of it, because you're more interested in it. As you get older, while you still have your favorite stuff, you usually your taste kind of freeze where you were at. I don't know. Then again, I'm still trying to explore new music and stuff like that. But this sounds okay. Like I said, it's always underwhelming compared to everything else we listen to, including Zombie Main's track, or if Dempsey plays music, his stuff. But no, I never used LMMS. And I mean, Reaper is pretty cool. I can do most of the stuff I want, but I just always it has weird defaults. The way it defaults, it is not logical. It doesn't default into the way I would want it. Just everything, just like that. Okay, you freeze the stuff, and then I can't edit the tracks because maybe it's something I don't know. But I definitely feel like this is missing elements. And then my tracks in general, I think I need to do more little effects and other stuff to happen. Even though, all this stuff is supposed to have lyrics over it too. So that adds to the quote-unquote vibe. And usually we really just need the first two verses and then call it. So yeah. It might be the best thing. I don't know about other platforms. The best thing for Linux. I mean, it's a pretty good program. I don't want to. Sometimes I'll bash it because of the weird defaults, but it is one of the best. Some people love it more than I do. Some people hate it, but the issue Reaper has is those fucking updates. It's a gift and a curse, right? The gift is you get updated behavior all the time. They're always adding stuff. but it also means like the weird shit. It means weird shit. It means one day your MIDI just won't work. You don't know why, and then you come back the next day and it does work, and you don't know why. It literally happened to me this week. And so I have all these weird things, and because it's a smaller company, and because they, ironically enough, they don't charge as much as they probably should. It's only a $60 thing. You end up, you basically end up with this just the community doing a lot of the work. Even the one extension that's like a FL Studio-esque look, that's community extension. It's cool. Shout out to all the developers in the community that develop stuff. I mean, we would be nowhere without those types. But as a result, they're the ones who are, and not that the Reaper community, the Reaper main company isn't always adding things, But it's just like, okay, they do a lot of the heavy lifting as well. And I don't know. There are times where it's frustrating, there's times where it isn't. But I'm so used to it at this point, and I don't want, the stuff that you can do. Automation is pretty easy. There's a lot of stuff that's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And then there's things that are less so. But after you learn stuff, like even the getting everything in the loop, so when I change part of the MIDI, it changes for all of it. That's not natural. You have to hit a little extra button to do it. So there's a bunch of things that the defaults are strange. So that getting used to that is always kind of a chore. But okay, what is going on here? I don't want to just kind of, I guess I always like the little play out, but okay. Let's see what we have. Again, this is missing other elements that I can't think of right now. And Richard, I still will get to your song. I'm sorry I haven't played it. Because it's been a lighter chat and focus a little bit more on the music. funny. I slowed it down. I don't know. You just hit the speed, hit the tempo, see. But yeah, I actually slowed it down because it was a little faster. So it's at 93. I don't know how the audio, hopefully it doesn't warp the audio. I think Reaper's pretty good about keeping everything in sync. But let's say we made it faster. Still seems to be in sync. Other dogs can do that. If I just turn it up, everything's just in sync, even the audio. Many, okay, of course it's in sync. This is recorded audio. Most of the time it syncs up pretty good. So I'm not sure if I can, if I'm even audible over the music. But going back to the dog conversation, you like it better fast? I mean, yeah, I'm not married to the slower volume. A little faster, see how that goes. Yeah, maybe a little speed doesn't hurt. This is an advantage, and maybe every dog can do this now. I remember when this was not doable. We could just turn up the BPM and everything just stays in sync with no fucking issue. Especially audio, like MIDI, okay, MIDI is going to stay in sync, but the audio just being in sync with no issue, not having to re-record things. Not sure if every DAW does that as smooth as this one does. Maybe they do, but that wasn't always the case back in the day. So yeah, it does kind of have a sound to it. Appreciate that, Richard. Your track though. I thought this was interesting. I do not remember this. This is from years ago. It's Fat Boy, aka Big Mac Boy. He's got an issue with Burger King. Let's see what it is.
Fuck that Whopper shit. Big Mac Boy's over here, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Fat Boy. Fuck Burger King. That's why we don't eat your shit, nigga. First off, fuck Burger King, cause we ride with McDonald's, yeah, that's the team. Big Macs in this bitch and you know we hot. That Whopper shit around here, that shit get dropped. Fuck Burger King, hey, fuck Burger King. Fuck Burger King, that Whopper shit around here, that shit get dropped. Nigga, we don't fuck with Burger King, nigga. Fuck that Whopper shit, Big Mac Boys over here, bitch. Yeah. Eat Big Macs, get money. 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 Yeah. If I see anybody eating fucking Whoppers and shit, I'm knocking them shits out your head, nigga. Big Mac Boys in this bitch, full of fat, motherfucker.
How did McDonald's not give him a
What the fuck you doing eating Big Macs, nigga?
Yo, bro, I do what the fuck I want, man.
What the fuck you doing eating a Big Mac?
Yo, bro, who the fuck you talking to, bro?
What you talking about?
Yo, nigga.
Oh! You just hit me?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh shit! Slamming the shit. Crazy. So I wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Richard. Big Mac Boy. Never heard of that. Surprised McDonald's didn't give him a advertisement deal or nothing like that after that. Oh, man. Oh, Wesley Willis. Low Spec. I do know who Wesley Willis is. Rock and Roll McDonald's. I remember I just whooped Batman's ass. McDonald's gave infinite Big Macs. That's great. But yeah, I do know who Wesley Willis is. He was, I guess what you would say, outsider artist. I believe he had, I forgot what disability. I think he may have had schizophrenia amongst other things. And he actually passed on. I think he was from Chicago, if I remember. But I remember in college I knew somebody who knew about him. And so, oh, man, you ever heard this guy? You know, it's weird music, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Shit, if he can make music, everybody can make music. His stuff is pretty actually, you know, creative and fun. Especially if you like punk, then his stuff ends up not being too far from sort of ironic punk. But I mean, he is genuine. But like I said, he does have some or did have some issues before he passed. In any event, though, I can't think of any new elements. You say every time you're at Burger King, you'll play that song. Fuck Burger King. I haven't had Burger King forever. Master of Casio keyboard. Yeah, he would just have a little cheap Casio keyboard and just jam and then just sing some random lyrics, record it all in one loop, one thing, and then call it a song. It's actually still, you know, it's kind of a freeing way to think of it because I can overthink stuff. But it's like, nope, this is it. Speaking of this is it, we hit our goal of noon. I wanted to get to noon. I don't know what else to do with this song. I always hit that point. I had another element, but then once and everything, it's like it just kind of dropped out of my head. So hopefully when I revisit this sometime in the future, I'll have something good. I guess I can play through it one more time. And then we'll probably end up, I know what Richard just showed up, but we'll probably end up getting out of here. Because like I said, I kind of just wanted to get to noon. We started around 9:30ish. So we hit the goal. And I'm starting to, ironically enough, because how jacked my sleeping schedule, I am starting to fade a little bit. But let's just play what we have. Thank you, Richard, for saying speed it up. I agree. All right. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. I got a lot, these tracks are starting to get less shitty. That's always a good thing. And another Wesley Willis reference, Rock on London, Rock on New York. So yeah. So that I'm going to call the stream. We are still doing Sunday night games at some point tonight. Couldn't tell you what time. Maybe 12 hours from now exactly. Who knows? Hopefully a little early. Hopefully we can start at around 10:30. It's always a good time to start. Thank you for everyone who watched this stream. I know we didn't get the biggest turnout because it was supposed to be last night. I overslept. I'll probably take a little nap right now. And I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching my content and that whatever. Shout out to anyone who watches on the playback. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to all you guys later. Peace.